What is good, everyone? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is episode 3 now of season 2 and it is called Hot Shots. Last episode, shit hit the fan with these murders. McNulty managed to pin all 14 of them back up into Rawls' division of the Baltimore Police. But then Rawls, to get back on what McNulty had just did, pinned the cases on Lester and Bunk. So now they fucking hate McNulty for the time being because he's given them all this hard work to do. Rawls' completion percentage, or clearance rate as he called it, of murders is now at 39% or something. We still don't know the inner workings of what happened to these girls, but we do know that the Greek, the old guy we saw slit that dude's throat in the last episode, was the person bringing them in and was the person profiting from them. But the workers bringing them in, killed one, and then the others all started freaking out, so they killed them as well. Some shit like that. Sounds weird. Like they tried to have sex with and killed one of the girls, and then they decided to kill all the girls. That's the part that still confuses the fuck out of me. Were they witnesses? Were they all panicking because one of them had been killed? I don't know what the reasons for them needing to kill the whole container's worth of women was, but that guy definitely bit the dust and paid for it, because when the Greek got hold of him, he wanted to know where his assets had went and where your fucking neck was. And he found it with ease. So I'm assuming this guy is going to be like more of a focal point this season as well. The Greek, that old man, he was very imposing even for his seniority, and obviously he's got younger muscle all around him willing to enact his orders as he gives them, so it's all good. What I'm curious about is, I can see a link between the police and these guys. That makes sense to me. What I haven't seen yet is how this can in some way connect back to Avon Barksdale, other than, obviously they set up that Avon was having trouble with his current connect. Maybe Avon figures out a way to get a new thing coming in through the docks at some point, which is why we're meeting these characters. That's just a far-fetched guess, but I mean, that's a good way of importing drugs, and you know, Avon deals drugs, so maybe it'll connect that way in the future. For the time being, we got some bodies down here, and McNulty's on the fucking case. Well, McNulty solved the case, basically. Now it's on Rawls and Lester and Bunk to actually, you know, pin the whodunits on it. I wonder if they can even solve that case as to whodunit now, because the dude whodunit's lying in a warehouse with his throat cut, probably getting eaten by crabs. Which I'd like to say is a good revenge for crabs after watching Bunk destroy them crab cakes in the last episode. At least crabs get some humans back as well. You know, all things balanced, it's fair. I know we've got Valchek and Frank at the docks, and the fucking stained glass window beef Frank's getting investigated and all that shit, which I'm finding so hilarious and petty. It's gonna be great. For some reason, okay, so I watched 2 of these a week now, and the thing that I have been walking about thinking, I've discussed this with friends throughout the week, the thing that hits me every day leading up to today was, I hope that fucking CEO, that Tillman guy, gets fucked up by Stringer Bell. For some reason, I did not like to see Avon the Don and Weebay such a loyal soldier, regardless of, yes, they fucking kill people and sell heroin. Okay, all that aside though, as people, I don't like to see them getting buoyed off the CEOs, knowing how much power they have outside, and I hope that Stringer gets that resolved for him. I don't want to see this Tillman treating my homies, Weebay and Avon, like shit for a season behind bars. It's not happening. Not on Avon Barksdale's watch, bitch. So without further ado, I'm so hyped for this week's episode, as you can tell. I've literally been thinking about this shit all week. I can't wait. Now I get to watch 2 in a row. It's like I've just won a prize or some shit. So yeah, without further ado, this is episode 3, season 2, Hot Shots. Let's check this shit out and see what it's saying to it.
Now watch, you gonna see Donnell's little brother come on out with that laundry basket.
What's poppin', Omar?
Always the same laundry basket.
How you know?
That money got to come out somehow, man.
Damn, Brandon is already a distant memory. Omar's moved on. He's got himself a new ting.
Sorry it had to go down like this, baby, because your ass is cute. But you got. Your hands
Nice, very nice.
What? These ain't cops. Fuck, I thought they were undercovers. That's just like a female robbing crew. That's gangster. He did get caught slipping as well. I appreciate them being nice to him. They didn't shoot him. I don't know who the fuck just did that, but I want to meet these 2 ladies. They're fucking gangster. If they don't already roll with Avon or Omar, they need to pick a side in this shit, because they are welcoming either crew. The police would probably take them, just as shooters. Yeah, we know you can't do paperwork, but could you fire the gun indiscriminately into a barbershop window? Yeah, well, yeah, fucking damn right. Did he hold dope? We'll shoot. Does the barber hold dope? We will shoot him.
At his command.
Look, I get what they're doing with the season theme. They're making it a bit more somber and like everybody's been demoted. I get it. They've took some of the pop out of it, some of the fizz, yeah? To demonstrate the pop and the fizz that have been extracted from our primary cast at the end of the first season. I get it. But for music, that's not acceptable. You can't just play Silence and be like, that's a representation of the nothingness of space and like win the Eurovision with it. Can you?
داغ hoàng hết rồi.
أبي جارده طم جاي. أنا هون جاي بس أشتغل أسوي شوية فلوس وأرجع لعيالي.
Fanya kazi kupata riziki.
Nice, everyone's second language in them.
أشتغل أسوي شوية فلوس وأرجع لعيالي.
nghe tao đi.
أنا بس عايز أروح على السفينة بس.
I believe the Thai guy.
Kente kente. Yabba dabba dabba doo.
It's a bit harsh, Bunk.
Gishy gushy gushy mishy meshy mushy motherfucker.
Huh?
Eh?
It's a bit harsh, Lester.
Negro, you cannot travel halfway around the world and not speak any motherfucking English.
Mimi sizungumzi Kiingereza mimi sijui.
English, motherfucker!
It's such a good alibi. Like, I remember, I don't want to go into detail, but there was a whole legal thing back in my time with me and a bunch of Polish guys. And I was with the Polish dudes, and they were all so lucky because when the police came, they just went straight Polish on them police. Muggins here was left to have to talk to the police in English, do you know what I mean? Don't worry, I didn't say shit.
No sign of anything except a fresh stack of containers.
Officers, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you hold us another day and bring in interpreters, they're still not gonna say a damn thing.
This is the same boat that dude ran off before he got his throat cut, am I right?
I'm telling you, as soon as I start getting more hours, the first thing I do is get my own place. You wanna move in with me? Great. You don't want to? At least I did my goddamn best.
They've got a strained relationship. I think the only relationship that's kind of good is Daniels and his wife. They seem quite solid. And Kima and her girlfriend.
Just go ahead and stick my tongue up some guy's ass.
This guy has got serious image issues. I know you work at the docks, mate, but be you.
Got you good, huh?
You think?
No, I mean, well, not really. No, if evidence controls a posting you want, then...
It's good to see them reminiscing. It's fucked up they've both been demoted like this.
How's Kima?
She's inside. Asset forfeiture. And she's second year pre-law.
How's Cat? That ain't her.
No, but it will be hard to see what happens with that because I do not think Kima's girlfriend will ever let her out again.
Year or two, you'll be back in their favor, right?
Year or two and I'll be a lawyer. I got 22 years in. I'm putting the papers in this week.
I wonder if Daniels is going to stick to this. It'll be weird to see Daniels as a lawyer in later seasons. I mean, it'll be cool to still see him, but it'll just be strange seeing him do something that different. I wonder if this is a grand scheme of his. I wonder if being a lawyer gives him more leeway with the cases he's actually interested in.
Kimmy, all I'm trying to say is this: if you stop lighting up all the damn time.
So is Omar just gonna come and rob the woman that robbed that dude? Fair play. Chain of command.
Omar come and call her.
Omar, shit. Yo, ain't that nigga dead? I heard them project niggas lit him up.
Oh, you are fucking wrong.
Spread the word, dog. Omar back.
Those ladies worked hard for that good night they were about to have, but Omar is the top dealer robber. If he's active, none of you lot are robbing dealers without him robbing you.
Ship's a dead end. The cargo bay that held our containers full of new boxes. Nothing to recover there.
And all them sailors, they lied to us in every language past English, gibbering motherfuckers.
Gotta respect it. That's such a funny benefit of not being from the country you're currently in.
Your suspect had to be on the boat, right? And your boat has sailed.
Jay, what the fuck were we supposed to do, huh?
He does bring up a good point. I wonder if that guy who got his throat cut was the only person on that boat who was involved, or if there was multiple people within that crew that were aware of the cargo.
For you, I would suggest some pantsuits, perhaps muted in color. Something to offset Detective Moreland's pinstripe, lawyerly affectation.
Very classy, very classy.
Tweedy impertinence. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like your suit as well, Bonk.
We have the keys. Are you telling me that a fully equipped $120,000 surveillance van assigned to the Southeastern District cannot be located.
So it was a surveillance van. They just straight up took one of his assets that he can use in everyday crime solving.
Around the world in 880 days.
They sent it around the world. No way, that is hilarious. The van's going on a little tour.
Maybe, find out where his union hangs. Go down there with a CI or two, make some hand-to-hands.
How about some DNRs on his phones?
DNRs?
Fucking hell, Presbeluski seems like he's the most equipped dude here. He spent a whole season working with all them savvy detectives, now he's in a room full of dipshits. I never thought I'd see, like, the first time I met Presbeluski and he shot his gun into a wall, I never thought I'd see the day where he was the smart man in a room full of shit cops, but hey, he has progressed. That is character progression right there.
Motorola. Listen to Stringer play Wall Street.
Alright, so call me, yeah.
Yo, String, you so down on the phone companies, man?
Please tell me they are waiting for Tillman.
Now, he got the cell phone I gave him for the business right there on his hip, but the nigga got another cell phone that only ring when the pussy call. Now, if this no-count nigga got 2 cell phones, how the fuck you gonna sell any more than motherfuckers?
So they're back on cell phones now. I wonder why they've decided that cell phones are now an acceptable thing to have instead of the pagers and shit.
Prison guard and all? Yeah, I see it.
That is the motherfucker right there.
Sitting in the front room window staring at the damn television.
Y'all can see that from the step.
There in his damn drawers.
Nice. So Omar's making some new friends. Them women respected the fact they robbed their 5Gs and now they're just informing on other dealers for them. He might have to bring them into the team.
Hunter says it ain't over. Shit, I got to take easy money. What the fuck?
To be fair, that rat could have easily escaped there. It's like he knew the dog was hungry and decided to sacrifice himself. Rest in peace to that brave soldier who understands the food chain. Also, why was the prison officer watching a dog versus a rat fight in an alley? Is that what he does in his downtime, yeah?
If I come up with a plan to do something without him, you cut him loose? Now you done gone and got strategic on me, huh?
So his new boyfriend doesn't like the fact Omar's working with these 2 women now.
Look, Dante, what's it gonna take for you to be convinced, man? I don't bed no babies. Huh?
I don't know why Omar's boyfriend would be worried at all about him cheating or getting interested in 2 women, because he's clearly drawn his line in the gay sand, and he is on the pink sanded side, for sure. With a black backward cap and a shotgun, keeping it gangster, do you know what I mean? But still.
Just saying, you back right quick with it. Well, it ain't like them motherfuckers got anything else to do up in there, right? This shit is every day, man.
Yeah, you would be very worried if you were dealing dope to a fucking CO just in case they decided to snitch. They're already police.
So is shit coming from Butchie then?
I assumed they would just like approach him and breach him on the subject instantly, but they seem to want to know everything about this guy instead, which is hilarious because it'll show an even greater power Avon has. If Avon knows this Butchie guy, this other dealer, I mean, this CEO's got no chance to make money no more.
My lawyer's going to be sending you something in the mail.
You're kidding.
It's not a divorce, it's an agreement, a separation agreement.
A separation agreement?
His wife's always trying to do little power plays and shit to fuck with his head. Deep down, she still really loves him as well, so I wonder what this is about now. You just never know with McNulty's wife what she's trying to accomplish. Does she want them to get back? Is this another fuck you? Has she actually moved on? Who knows?
I can't keep waking up in the morning not knowing if I'm gonna get paid. I got a kid, right? I got a fucking kid and a girl that wants to get married, for Christ's sake.
So is Zig gonna be able to talk him into the dope thing now?
Amy's sister broke up with Petey, right?
That's your problem, Zig. One of them, anyway. You let that thing of yours lead you around.
Ziggy is such a fucking idiot. He's never got anything intelligent to contribute to any conversation ever.
I ain't standing out on the corner like some fucking project nigga so I get popped for pocket change. Fuck that shit, Zig.
Racist, is it? I liked him up until that point. Well, that's quite a character arc. He seemed like a decent guy up until this one very episode, and now I fucking dislike the dude wholeheartedly. Fuck you. Drown in the dock. drown. I hope Poseidon himself grabs your fucking ankle and yanks you to the ocean bed.
Rue de Rivoli, address in Le Havre, France. Hell, there might not even be a Rue de Rivoli in that town.
Yeah, probably a fake return address for sure. The more you think about it, it is really, really fucking impossible for them to get to the bottom of this as well, because the guy that actually knew anything about it got his throat cut straight away. None of the other workers said shit. Fake return address on a cargo crate. I mean, where do you really start? Where can you actually go from there?
You'll find a way to make that right, but like I said, I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for my man.
Avon's call.
Wanna be here otherwise?
Can't fucking say no to Avon, mate.
He probably gonna roll past tomorrow.
That'll work.
That's good. That guy made a smart call. It's good to see the power Avon has as well. None of these guys are disrespecting him, even though he's inside just now.
How's this? 3 of the dead girls were in Budapest, Hungary sometime last year.
How'd you know that?
They bought tits there.
So they must have all been friends or some shit, or like the dudes must have brought them there to get that done before they shipped them out. Fuck knows why 3 of the women in the cargo container would all be at the same place getting breast implants.
There's no one in the game who can stand in your light, Dr. Frazier, sir.
Well, you have to admit that whole Budapest thing was a hell of a pull.
Nice, this is like the detective of the doctors. I like this guy.
I sent the preliminary findings off the homicide, but Cole ain't on the case, brother.
No? Who is?
It's your man Bunk and that older guy, his partner. They ate it.
McNulty never anticipated that. That is so fucked up. He just wanted to get one over on Rawls, and it completely backfired.
That better? Now look at me. Don't let those mean boys see you crying. Okay?
This woman robber seems very nice.
Them boys been teasing Chantal again.
This is quite a good setup. And just like that. As if he's weighing up the baggies in his car, the fucking piece of shit. That's so bait. He didn't even do it at home. Does it outside the prison in his car.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Bobby, how you been?
Not bad.
I suppose it would be kinda somewhat disrespectful to even check his, like, throat sweet packet or whatever that was.
Collateral damage.
I'm feeling pretty damn collateral myself, I gotta say.
Which is why I went to see Doc Frazier yesterday and worked some things out in my head.
So now McNulty really wants them to actually solve the case because it's his friend's case.
No IDs, no passports, no visas, no real money, and they're coming across the water like that.
Yeah.
McNulty has a theory.
Does he now?
You deductive motherfucker, you.
Just listen to McNulty's theory, for fuck's sake.
But why is she got beat? He's gonna ask us that like we don't know.
He's gonna answer his own question. Saying the swabs are negative, right? Fuck or fight with all them sailor boys. She fought.
So?
Yeah, don't try and fucking smart arse Lester and bunk McNulty.
Anything else you want to tell us?
When did you guys get there?
McNulty's such a smart arse, it broke his heart not to be able to tell them that story.
Put yourself a hell of a case.
Fuck you very much.
Bunk still loves McNulty.
Thanks for hosting this, Father.
Hope it helps. You guys have done the background on this, you really have. This is more presence than the port unions have shown in years.
Ah, please tell me Valchek shows up and we get some petty shit between them while the priest's present. That would be my dream petty scene.
The guys you need to be working are the guys who wouldn't have shown up if we hadn't been throwing money at them.
Like who?
Like John Carney from Anne Arundel, Liz Tobin from Montgomery, Clay Davis from Upper West Side.
Clay Davis. Yo, that's the dude that Day-Day was bringing money up to.
Given 40 large to the West Side Democratic Organization, this motherfucker still has his hand out.
We spent $40,000 on that guy.
This guy just pops up everywhere looking for that illegal money, doesn't he? Clay Davis will take a bag of cash from anywhere. Green is green, motherfucker.
You all have been stepping up in a lot of ways. Hope it continues like that. Y'all making friends in a lot of places, right?
We're friendly guys.
All about the money. I don't know if that was a successful interaction or not. Is that how Clay rolls? Short and sweet? He certainly had a lot to say when he got brought into the detective's office.
No such address in Le Havre, or for that matter, anywhere in Brittany. The name and ID of the driver who signed the bill of lading over there doesn't correspond to their motor vehicle database.
Fuck, no real driver, no real address.
40 or 50,000 undocumented women working in the U.S. alone. 50,000? Jesus. They need a whole new agency just to police them.
What they need is a union.
I was wondering where that quote was going to come into it. I was thinking it didn't reference the docks. A prostitution union. I'm down for it. Increase the minimum wage for blowjobs.
Lieutenant Grayson, he's on top of things, right? Because, you know, Burrell recommended him, said he was really good at property crimes.
It's gonna take a while.
You think?
Valchek wants fucking results, mate.
If you go in with the idea you're just gonna eat around the edges, you never get a meal. With Barksdale, Daniels and Freeman had us pulling all kind of stuff. DMV records, phone logs, corporate charter stuff.
Wow, he's actually got his attention now. Because of his hatred for Frank and he's wanting to get the docks, he's now all ears.
Not to mention all the money those guys were giving to political campaigns. We were deep, really deep. I'm trying to tell you.
That's the exact same thing he said to him in the very first scene of this season, except this time he listened to every single word.
Did D'Angelo know what he's missing? I'm sure he do.
This reminded me about something.
Stringer, you're the most professional dude usually. Don't tell me you got that fatal flaw.
He bought it before he got stopped in Jersey. Never been worn. You know, it's a shame to let things go to waste.
Stringer's a mad suave professional dude with money as well. He can get his own wifey.
Man, need to see his baby mama. Need to see his child too. Only one thing he needs to be secure about, and if not, then he might start thinking he can't do that time.
At least he's still giving her good advice.
Money's alright.
It's good.
It's good. I know it's good.
Stringer, you better not be trying to slide up into D'Angelo's ex. Also, you don't understand how much of a headache she will be for you, mate. You are a conflicting personality type to her. Trust me. Wait until she starts talking about that three-piece sofa and all the intricacies of how shit your sofa is. Stringer, you can't pick him, mate. You can't pick him. That's a dead pick, bro. You are such a good general, but your taste in women is dead on arrival, my friend. Oh my god, the headaches you are going to endure by doing this. I mean, it is kind of treachery on D'Angelo as well, like, which is not cool, but you know, D'Angelo saw her as a headache. D'Angelo knows the headache she is. Stringer Bell, this is the first time in a season and 3 episodes I have been able to say this, but you done fucked up, mate.
You got kids?
2.
Daddy working late too?
Not a day in his goddamn life.
So she's the hard worker out of the two.
Night, gents.
Night.
She seems like a nice person as well. I quite like that lady boat, marine cop, doc, cop, lady, cop, marine doc, lady. She's cool.
So what are you gonna do with her? Pay for a box at a mortician and ship her back to bumfuck Europe?
No, I'm gonna find where her people at.
Getting in touch with some of their relatives might also lead to more information as to where they went though, so I think it's a good shout to get in touch with anybody that you can find a link to those dead girls back to their relatives in these countries. You should investigate that.
Wilmington.
Oh wow.
Son of a bitch!
You know what? It's such a actual, when you think about it, it's quite a light-hearted revenge by the Docs as well. I mean, he shouldn't take that too hard. If I was him, I would have laughed about that shit, like, fair play. Can I please have my van back, but fair play. Let's chill.
I know you ain't been getting hours. It's been slow. 5 days last month. That's all.
Fucking hell. Seems to be a real battle down at the docks for any of the workers to get consistent hours as well. I wonder if that's a unionised issue or like how that's resolved. And is that a common issue at the docks?
Do me a favor. Go down Clemens Street tonight. Give this to Dolores. Tell her you need a beer and a shot on me. Frank, just do that much. You have a round on me, you go home.
I mean, buying a guy off with a beer and a shot though, surely they must be bringing in more money than this. I mean, this seems to be an active dock, or is just all round the dock industry struggling just now and they're scraping by with this illegal activity? Valchek did mention it's quiet. the fuck is Ziggy doing now?
Hey, you're ugly enough to be a Teamster. It'll be up on wheels, K-Row, slot 122.
Oh shit, so the docks have like their own version of an air traffic controller. I'm not sure as to what the significance of what they're doing is. I mean, what's going on with this shit?
Wrong box. It's a misdelivery.
I'm assuming it's not a wrong box, obviously. This is them stealing some shit, but what have they stole?
Boy, I'll meet you outside when you ready to roll. Ready now.
Oh, are you fucking ready, are you, mate?
Your man Avon ain't got no flex. Ready not.
I thought he was gonna fucking do some shit for Avon. What, so he's still just doing it without it? Man, this is gonna lead to some shit now. This Butch guy's just bought himself a fucking bullet.
Excuse me, gents.
What's up, man? How you liking the library?
D'Angelo looks so strung out just now.
You want me to say thanks? You ain't gotta say shit, but you need to take heed of what could be done for you if you keep your head straight. You just full of favors, ain't you?
D'Angelo's clearly still all fucked up about, you know, Wallace dying and shit like that.
Yo, some shit is coming down, D, okay? You need to think, you need to trust, and you need to get your head right.
I wonder what's coming down.
So what? What, you my mom up in here now? Yo, man, that's the weak man's role you taking.
He's looking out for you. He's your uncle.
It's all I got to get my head up out of this shithole. Ain't no more than that. I mean, because if that's all it is, you should be able to give it a rest for a few days. Because it ain't no thing, right?
Avon makes a good point.
I'm asking you, man. Out of love. It's always love, D.
Is it always love, though? Because I'm sure Avon's very well aware that if D'Angelo keeps on sniffing and shit, he's far more likely to decide to not want to do the time and become an informant. I mean, I wish Avon was doing that shit purely out of love, but, you know, something fucking tells me that the ulterior motive is you can't get D'Angelo's mind weak in here because at any moment he can flip and give everybody up. It's so fucked, innit? I mean, you wish Avon was just monitoring him as a concerned uncle, but it's more complex than that. Oh, he's not happy.
Major, you sent me a detail of humps, Irvin.
You sent me humps.
I'm gonna talk some shit to some of my friends about what happened at the end of the Barksdale case. Did you hear me on that?
Well, the Barksdale case was a successful prosecution.
Up until our people tried to chase the cash, man.
We have a form, I believe.
Oh shit, Valchek is breaking their balls about the cash.
What do you want, Stan?
I want a real detail with real police.
Oh, he's got his fucking attention now.
Give me that black lieutenant that did Barksdale.
No, Daniel's put in his papers. He's gone. Out the door.
Didn't meet the pension board yet. I suggest you talk to the man.
Yes! Get Daniels! Yes! The team is coming back!
I got all kind of shit I can throw.
Nice, Valchek. I'm liking this counter police threatening police. He's as powerful as that guy. That guy can't say shit to him. Yes!
Lockdown in 20.
Alright. I wanted to see a resolution to this Tillman shit so badly. And you know what? I thought they were snorting coke as well. I think they're snorting, you know, the China white heroin. I was bringing up, by the way, sometimes I assume it's coke in this because you'd never see someone snorting a white substance in the UK unless it was cocaine, because heroin is brown here. China white, I believe, is actually a substitute substance in place of heroin, which acts similarly. A completely pure heroin is white, but I believe that people don't prefer it like that because you'll never get it pure. White shit is easy to cut with whatever you want, whereas brown, actual looking heroin is harder to cut.
You hit D?
D ain't up.
Nice, so D'Angelo is staying away. Someone is sticking to their fucking word out here, that's good to see.
That idiot cousin of his with the boots on.
Raptos y de Malacas. And I think he uses too.
Malacca. I swear that's Greek for wanker.
I'm paying 10 cents on the dollar for the cameras. We're going to clear what? 180,000.
What about Nico?
He's smart.
Make the deal.
Okay, so this creates a really complex scenario because Frank and all them guys at the docks are already cool with the Greeks and already do work with the Greeks, but now Frank's youngers, Nicky and Ziggy, are now stealing shipping containers and selling the fucking shit to the Greek. So that's like the Greek snaking Frank by working with the youngers on some theft shit from their own docks. I mean, what the fuck's gonna happen with that situation?
What's this?
Your change. Or so says Frank Sabatka.
Oh shit. Frank is such a G. See, I thought Frank was just pawning him off for fuck all there. That's so cool of Frank. Frank does seem like a nice guy. That's what makes me think the youngers are gonna end up killing him. Cause some bullshit always like that always happens to the nice older dude, doesn't it? What is this shit? Is this a random cell toss?
Yo, what's going on? They falling out. Bull that I seen. What?
What the fuck is happening?
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Bad package, Joe. Hot shots.
Oh shit, the drugs were bad. Fucking hell, so D'Angelo could have died, man. Fuck. Was that Avon's plan all along? Did Bucci do that for Avon? I'm confused as to whether that was an accident and just a bad batch or whether that was the plan all along. Thank God D'Angelo never took that shit that day. And that was episode 3 of season 2 of The Wire, Hot Shots, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. Oh, Wire, you son of a bitch. Fucking hell. So what did I think of that? Because it's just fresh in my mind, it's like usually you go forward to back, but that ending is so fresh, I need to take a minute because I'm still like fucking like a bit buzzing and stunned over what the fuck just went down there. Like, I liked the opening scenes of, you know, it being incredibly frustrating for Bunk and Lester to get any information out of the workers on the boat. They were just not giving them any English. They didn't even give them the no English, which is usually what they say. They were just literally talking back to their questions in their native tongue, which is even more hilarious than just saying no English. Do you know what I mean? And their frustration and shit. Oh, it was a good opening scene. So obviously I talked about it earlier. We saw this shit with Tillman and it was building up through the episode. We saw them first of all tail him to see what his pattern was, then find out where he's getting his dope. Then they spoke directly to Bucci. Now, what completely threw me off was, Bucci gave him the package. Let's talk this through for a moment. I'm sure we will find out, but let me talk this through as I've just seen it. Bucci gave him the package, and then said Avon ain't got no sway. It was almost like he was purposely disrespecting Avon and continuing to sell. But then, at the end of the episode, that shit killed anybody who took it. So, was that guy saying Avon ain't got no sway to cover his tracks while passing off a bad batch? Was this the plan all along? Because it seems too much like a carpet bomb, do you know what I mean? Non-discriminate. Just anybody who took some that day in that jail was going to die as a result of that. Now, what makes me think it was pre-planned is obviously looking back to the library scene with D'Angelo. At first you think Avon's being concerned because he's on dope now, snorting it, but also he's thinking we can't let him get weak-minded and then decide to take a fucking lesser sentence in order for information. But now, looking back to it, there's a third layer, which is like Avon knew this shit was coming in and was gonna kill anybody it touched, and it was almost like a test, a secret test to D'Angelo. And the punishment for failing was death. Think about that. Because if D'Angelo had just slipped that one day, he would have been dead. And that would have guaranteed that he wouldn't have turned informant in that, but it would have been a brutal, brutal move by Avon. But D'Angelo passed the test. He did what his uncle said, and thankfully he dodged that fucking bullet. Now, I've went forward then to the end, but in the middle, you know what, Valchek's been a bit of a dick so far, but I really liked what happened this episode, you know. He's so pettishly adamant he's gonna get Frank. He was furious at the state of the division when he walked in on them all. They were all just twiddling their thumbs, holding their dicks and getting paychecks, while Presbeluski stood in the corner frustrated at it all. And he wasn't having it, and Valchek is a cop that's powerful enough to get shit done, so what does he do? Straight away goes up to Burrell and mentions that they tied up that Barksdale case pretty quickly when they started following the money trail. And you see Burrell changed it instantly as well. And Burrell just gave him whatever he wanted, and the first thing he wanted was Daniels to head the fucking team. And I hope he lets Daniels pick the rest of them, because you already know where this is gonna go. Oh my god, I thought that was just like such a dead storyline. It was just gonna show Prez Belusky's character arc during this season perhaps, and you know, tie in obviously to the pettiness of Valchek versus Frank, but I had no idea it might get bigger than that, and we might actually get to see some of the OG homies we all know and love from season 1 get incorporated into that team more and more. I mean, this may get incredible. It's already dope, but this may get actually fucking incredible if they tie everybody in. Also, we got to see Omar. Little side story going through this episode where Omar's now like sort of making friends with these 2 female robbers that are helping him, and he's got a new team around him, which I guess is like what was always going to happen anyway, because Omar never rolled solo until he was forced to by the fact his friends got killed. He always liked a little team plotting and planning, making their little schemes. So Omar, he's got a new boyfriend who's helping him with these robberies, and now they've met these 2 seemingly very, very capable chicks, and it's quite a good little team of 4, do you know what I'm saying? So who knows where it's going to go from there, but I'm liking it. They're setting up a lot of dope shit. I cannot wait to see episode 4 now. I hope you lot enjoyed this reaction. If you have, click like. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos like this, and ring the bell if you would like to be notified as to when they are dropping. If there's anything you want to discuss from anything you've just watched, or want to shoot the shit, comment down below, and share this video around to anybody you think might appreciate it or might want to watch this series along with us. My Patreon link is in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to polls and posts, exclusive ones. You get access to these reactions I put on YouTube weeks and weeks in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of all of my reactions. You need your own copy of the show, then you sync up my full-length reaction and you can watch it along with me like we are chilling. Link is in the description for that. Consider becoming a patron. It helps me and the channel out so much. And until next time, I have been BA. Peace.